To create an Excel entity, click Add Entity and then select Trial Balance Import. So now you can enter your entity name, select the country that it's from, and then once you've entered the country, it should automatically update your financial year end and your base currency. But if any of these are incorrect, you can always change them. Then you also need to select an accounting basis, be that accrual or cash. It's important that you select the right accounting basis at the beginning, as you will not be able to change this later. If you would like your entity to use both accrual and cash basis, I would suggest rather making a separate entity for each one. Then you can also fill in your industry, but this is optional. So now the first step when creating this entity is to upload data. And how you do this is Syft generates a template for you, and then you will add your data to the template. So you can select an interval, be that monthly, quarterly or yearly, and select a data type, either debit and credit columns or a single column. You can then select a start date and an end date. And now you'll hit Generate Template. You'll see the template comes up over here. Let's open it up. And you can go across to instructions. So data can be cumulative, year to date, or movement for the period, for both the profit and loss and the balance sheet. Then you must make sure that you have classified all of your accounts. Subclassification is optional, you can always do that later. An explanation of the classifications and subclassifications can be found down here in classification. For single column entries, debits are positive and credits are negative for all accounts. Summative lines like gross profit or total assets must not be included. Syft will generate these for you. Then, very important, the equity account where the annual profit and loss is cleared to must be named retained earnings. Any accounts with the same name and classification will be combined into one account. And numbers using a comma as a decimal separator are invalid, so make sure that you are using a full stop or a period, not a comma. Right, so I'm just going to go to example data over here and copy it across. So you can see over here I have retained earnings. You can also see that there's no column D. That's because column D is a hidden column, which is your ID column, but you don't need to worry too much about column D. Alright, so now we're going to save this, and we're going to go back to Syft and upload our data. So you can see you can choose between movement and cumulative year to date here. And we'll hit upload. So now you can review and classify your chart of accounts for more accurate reporting. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful.